Antonelli gave him a serious run, but then at the end of the day, Max Verstappen, I am sure, out of experience and all of that, he still won that race. And we have some results from football events from over the weekend. Some fans are like, okay, what's going on? Liverpool? Is it possible that Liverpool will, really throw away the lead? I cannot even begin to imagine it, but Liverpool, they have a decent advantage. Can they lose all of that advantage, in this business end of a season? All this came following their loss to Fulham yesterday. All right, so just stay with me on the Sports Drive this beautiful morning. Kachi is my name, Sporty Chick, the King of Sports. Yes, so like I said, we're going to be starting off our updates straight up from what happened, from Formula One to basketball, and then we will anchor finally with our football stories. Okay, this is Sports Drive for a reason, so we'll take you through what happened everywhere from over the weekend. And we have Max Verstappen. He really did win a very tense Japanese Grand Prix as a teenager sensation Andre Kimi Antonelli makes a F1 history was marked. He held off the McLaren duo of Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri to win the Japanese Grand Prix in very brilliant style, or should I say fashion. That was yesterday. The Dutchman's coolness on the pressure to fend over two faster cars, coupled with a scintillating drive to qualify in pole position on Saturday, made for one of the best weekends that he has had in Formula One. And, his Red Bull teammate, Principal Christian Horner, was very, very proud of everything that Max Verstappen did, Meanwhile, Mercedes' Andre Kimi Antonelli recorded the fastest lap in the race, becoming the youngest ever driver to do so. He's just 18. 18 years and 224 days old. That's his age. He also briefly led the race, becoming the youngest ever driver to reach that milestone too. The youngest ever driver to lead a race. The youngest ever driver to record the fastest lap in a race. But at the end of the day, he's just 18 after all. Max Verstappen pulled up all the experience and then he won the Japanese Grand Prix. Yes, meanwhile, I have Wenga right here in the building. Hello, Wenga. Very good morning to you.
Good morning.
What's
to
up?
you.
What's up?
Everything is up. I saw you.
Bring them down. Bring them down. All the things that are up.
The sky will always remain up. Anyway.
Bring them down.
I saw you talking about F1, and it was quite an interesting weekend.
Yes,
I like the way you put it. It was a tense Japanese Grand Prix.
Very tense one.
And also, you could also highlight some Japanese drivers as well. Red Bull, for example, having Tsunoda equal his fellow Japanese driver who once drove back in the early 2000s, having 90 starts.
Yes,
and
indeed.
he was the colleague in the Red Bull dugout. We also saw that last minute fight between Verstappen, Lando Norris, and it's looking like we're going to be having a rivalry between Lando Norris and Verstappen going into the season.
I don't know where Oscar came from, but whatever rivalry they're bringing, I'm ready for it.
I'm actually ready.
I am very, very ready for it. I don't want us having, always knowing the favorite from the start of the season. So that's very good.
And there's still that wild card of Lewis Hamilton with Ferrari.
Of course, all his experience has to count for something. Yeah. We'll move away from there. Let's get into basketball. Meanwhile, if you are joining us, let us let you know that you can, match faces with voices. You can follow conversations of everything we do on Nigeria Info via our socials. On Facebook, we are on at Nigeria Info Abuja, YouTube as well at Nigeria Info Abuja. Give us a follow. But live right now, you can go and join the rest of the world right there on Facebook, to interact and drop your comments about what you're hearing. For all the F1 lovers, do you think it'll be another Max Verstappen season? You can drop that on our Facebook or on our YouTube. Do you think maybe Max Verstappen is already favorite, even though we have a long season that will end in December? On WhatsApp, you can also join 0809 9930137. You can drop your messages on our WhatsApp portal. Okay, so away from there, let's quickly run over to basketball, where Luka Doncic scored 30 points as the Los Angeles Lakers dismantled their rivals in Oklahoma City Thunder. Yes, the game ended 126-99 in favor of LA Lakers, and it was just so good. The Slovenian registered 7 rebounds and 6 assists alongside his 30-point haul as the third-placed Lakers overcame a league leading Thunder. I tell you, it was intense. And the Lakers broke a franchise record by scoring 15 3-pointers during the first half of, just to open up a 22-point lead at halftime. And, so that was not the only thing that happened, over the weekend when it comes to basketball. Other things actually happened. Yes, Cleveland Cavalier, they lost for just the 16th time this season as the Sacramento Kings pulled off a very surprising 120-113 victory. And, Zach LaVine topped scores with 37 points for the Kings, including 11 points in the fourth quarter alone. Okay, that's another very, very impressive outing. But I don't know, so sometimes it's like, I don't know if some players, they plan it to have that kind of game, but anytime a player puts up to 16 points or 20 points, obviously that player had a snatch. Now you can imagine when you now put up 30, 32, 36, and you're not the only one on the court, Wenger.
No, absolutely. I think it was Giannis Antetokounmpo who also put up 31 points.
Yes, indeed.
On Thursday or so, if I could remember.
On Friday.
On Friday. Morning. So, yeah. Sometimes you can be the X factor in a game. It doesn't mean other players are not there.
Definitely.
Like you said, you don't put it out game in, game out. There's just that game where you shine.
You just shine. And so that's what we had from basketball over the weekend. Let's also let you know that, Britain's OG Anunoby hit 32 points as the New York Knicks also sealed a very comfortable 112-98 win against the Phoenix Suns. Yes, Britain's OG did that. It was, he's 27. He found the bucket with 13 of his 17 shots, including a 20-point haul in the third quarter alone. And that included 6 3-pointers. You can imagine in one quarter, 6 3-pointers. Yeah. He was definitely on beast mode, unplayable. I must tell you, that's OG Anunoby. Great outing in the NBA from over the weekend. But, we'll move straight to football updates. Football updates from over the weekend. Saturday, we had a scar. Real Madrid lost to Valencia, and we were waiting on Barcelona to do the needful so that, the gap extension will be 6, but they couldn't.
They drew.
Against Real Betis.
So it continues, like we said, that's why it's a title race. It's not just a one-horse race where somebody runs away with the title.
Yes.
Case in point, PSG in Ligue 1.
You understand.
But now it's looking like a proper title race.
Wait, do you mean PSG, French Ligue 1, it's not a title race?
They've won the league now.
They won now.
So how is that a title race?
They had a title race before they now.
There was no title race. How many points between PSG and Marseille?
Did they start, having this kind of 6 points lead, 6 matches lead from day one? No, they didn't.
PSG are unbeaten in the league.
Yes, they are.
So it's total dominance. That's what I mean.
No, yes, of course they're dominating.
Exactly.
But the on your marks, get ready, set, go. It was once for all the teams. So when the season started, they were all in the race.
I get your perspective. I'm just saying there is what's the word now? There's an impression when you say title race. Of course, every league starts with a title race. Wow. Even the Dutch Eredivisie, even the MPFL. But when it comes to 28 match days or 25 match days played, and you are 20 points above second place, there's no title race. It's a one-horse race. It's different with the Italian Serie A now, although Atalanta has dropped form unapologetically, but there's still a title race between Napoli and Inter Milan. There's a title race in the La Liga between Real Madrid and Barcelona. I don't think there's a title race in the EPL. But
there's no title race in EPL.
Now you get my drift.
There's no title race in EPL anymore. There was, but then Liverpool got the job done.
Or a title stroll.
There was a title race in the Premier League, but right now, Liverpool, yes, they have the advantage.
Absolutely.
Anyways, that was what happened in La Liga over the weekend. But then, with that, do you think that, yes, this for the fans, let's get to hear from you. Do you think, Barcelona, it's a 4-point lead. Do you think they'll just maybe maintain that or hang on and then win the league? Or do you think Real Madrid can still do something? This Real Madrid side, obviously, not gelled, it's not a team. They have superstars, they have decent squad, but is it a team? Not really. And Barcelona, can we say advantage Barcelona? Yes. Do you have that conviction that Barcelona would do all that and go on to win the league, or can Madrid pull off something? Whatever your take, please, we'd love to hear from you. Get on board on 0700-951-0000. Yes, that is 070-0951-0000. You can send messages on WhatsApp. We want to hear from you on Barcelona, even as we tell you about all the things that happened from over the weekend, especially yesterday. Yes, let's stick with yesterday so we can manage our time. Yesterday, Brentford and Chelsea ended in a draw. Yes, Brentford held Chelsea to a goalless draw yesterday, and then Fulham beating Liverpool. I think maybe every time Liverpool lose a point or lose a game, that question of, or is the title race really over?
Still that hope for Arsenal.
It comes up, but I always tell people, I don't think it's about maybe what Liverpool are doing. I think it is more about what Arsenal do, because Liverpool, they already have the advantage, but anytime they sleep, will Arsenal take advantage?
Absolutely.
What happened to Arsenal over the weekend? I think they even first slept.
It was a draw against Everton. They're
first
the league openers, 12:30 or so that they played. And so, imagine you having the potential to cut the gap as starting the match day on Saturday, and you really don't do that. So irrespective of what Liverpool go on to do, it's inconsequential to you because you didn't do your own job.
That's the thing.
When you had the pitch.
Definitely. So. And then Tottenham Hotspur beat Southampton 3-1, confirming Southampton's relegation from the Premier League to the Championship. So you can now say au revoir to them. You can say bye-bye. You can say
the worst Premier League performance since 1992.
I've not seen that kind of thing before. 10 points alone all season.
74 goals conceded.
Bro.
It's more than the number of goals Liverpool has scored. Liverpool has scored 72. They've conceded 74.
I feel sorry for what's the goalkeeper, the former Arsenal man.
Ramsdale. He's the one who I'm even sad for more.
Ramsdale. I'm sorry for him.
I mean, in the last 4-5 years, he's been relegated 3 times. He was relegated in 2021, 2022.
Now 2025.
I mean, what kind of career?
Well, the Manchester Derby as well happened yesterday, and he ended at 0-0. And that means Man City, in 3 professional outings or competitive outings, they're not being able to beat United, yes. First was in the FA Cup last season. United won 2-1 in the final, and then but then the Community Shield.
Yeah, they won the Community Shield.
Man City won the Community Shield. Yeah. Actually, it was also another 2-1 outing. And then what happened again in the FA
reverse fixture
the reverse fixture of this season? Manchester United beat Man City. It was shocking to say the least, and it was even at the Nou Camp. And then yesterday was at Old Trafford. Man United.
At Etihad, you mean?
No, yesterday was at Old Trafford.
I mean the reverse fixture.
Yeah, the reverse fixture at the Etihad was in favor of United. It was more like something we'd see on. Well, it's not from the good old days. United will always do that, but recently United beating City, it was like, ooh, did that happen? And they did. Back to back, kind of from the FA Cup and now to the league. But yesterday a draw. And maybe just some ray of hope on the part of my. I was telling somebody, would Manchester United finish in the top 10 this season, and they said
it's not possible. But apart from that, I think we are seeing 2 shades of struggles with the Manchester teams. Now you will say Man City struggle because they are not in the title race.
Yes, sorry, please. Sorry to cut you. You said impossible for Manchester United to finish in the
top 10.
Top 10.
Yes.
So they will need.
First off, Crystal Palace, Brentford, and Bournemouth are more impressive than them. That's just what I feel.
No, I'm even looking at the point gap now. They even they are how many points behind?
They're not 38 points.
They are 8 points behind.
8 points behind, and again, adding to the fact that Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, and Brentford, who are above them, are more impressive this season.
So maybe Manchester United.
It wasn't not Brentford who held Chelsea to a new draw yesterday as well.
Okay, so we have. Okay, we have 2 minutes, and I'll just try to take maybe 1-2 messages before we wrap up. Sorry, guys, our time this morning. That's why it's the drive. We're just driving by. This is not. This is not the real deal. We're just driving by, You can join us by 7 p.m. for Football Frenzy. That's where we'll have like 2 solid hours to do a lot of things, okay? Good morning, Kachi. My name is Momo from Dalpe, Chelsea last. But yesterday, not happy, Enzo Maresca for dropping Cole Palmer and Cucurella on the bench. I think Enzo Maresca would not last at Chelsea. End of season, he will be sacked. And Manchester United yesterday, now be their opportunity to beat Man City because their next match is Newcastle. I'm already pitting them. Yes, remember the phone lines are open. I can squeeze one call. Depends on you. My Kachi, who's personalizing me, says, good morning. I came around over the weekend, but you're wearing at home. Did you travel to watch United? Your name is Cash Money. Did I travel to watch United? I hope you're not mistaking me for Oge, because I cannot move an inch to watch anybody that if it's not Rangers or any of the national teams. So, bro, be guided. Thank you very much for your message. Good morning, Kachi. If Liverpool crawls like a snail, they will still win the league because Arsenal, they are not serious. The name is Chima and you are in Apple. Good morning, people. Football game is very funny. See all the big teams' losses or draws. Even my sweet Remo International. The same thing in Europe. Let's just enjoy the remaining league. Thanks, my people. Have a nice week ahead. Otumba Lade Hassan from Angwarogo, something like that. Thank you very much. I hope I did not. Hey, Winga, I don't know how I'm feeling with the pronunciation. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. And then we will continue, like I said, all the other information that you need, and especially interaction on social media. Social media interaction, it doesn't stop. That's why it's there. Go to Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Go to YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja. Drop your comments. Barcelona, have they done enough to win, the league? Or do you think Real Madrid can fight back? Do we all agree that no matter what Liverpool is doing, provided Arsenal is not reciprocating or they're not taking advantage, the Premier League title is done and dusted? Southampton relegated. Ramsdale, will he maybe leave them go to another club? All that, do that on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you very much, Abenga. Always a delight to have you around. And thank you so much, you, for listening. We appreciate you. Thank you for your messages as well. Kachioka for is my name. Don't touch 95.1. Leave your dial there and enjoy the rest of our broadcast for the day. Good morning. Good morning. Boom. Chakalaka laka laka.